Shock, fear of the unknown. You don't know what to say. There is nothing you can say. It was like our world just stopped.
In 1996, Tom and Sid Renfro were living comfortable lives in their small town of Coburn in the Virginia mountains. Tom was a well-respected physician and had a thriving medical practice. Life was good until December of that year when Tom was diagnosed with mantle cell lymphoma, a very rare, aggressive cancer already in its final stage. There was no cure. At 41 years old, Tom was told he had just a few months to live.
What is my family going to do? How am I going to provide for my family? What are we anticipating? What are we going to be going through?
His oncologist said chemotherapy would only prolong the inevitable and the side effects would impair his quality of life.
He was saying, you've got a limited amount of time, and I want you to make the best of what time you have left before the ravages of this disease gets hold of you.
Tom and Sid decided to forego the treatment and stand on their faith and believe God for a miracle.
I knew I had reached the maximum the medicine had to offer. But as a Christian and a man that was walking in faith, I knew that I had not reached the limits of God.
As the cancer ravaged Tom's body over the next several months, trusting and believing wasn't always easy.
I would feel the tumors. They weren't getting smaller, they were getting bigger. And despair would set in. I'm getting worse and not better. And the way I would counteract that is I would pull the scriptures out. And the more I spent thinking on the words of God, the less the despair and the worry, the frustration had on me.
I had to rely on God. I had to rely on the scriptures I had hidden in my heart. Either we trust or we don't. And I had to trust.
They weren't the only ones asking God for a miracle. By now, thousands of people throughout the region were storming heaven in prayer, especially their own church family.
And I would call and I'd say, I don't see how he can live if God doesn't help him right now. Many nights, they went all night.
I had people around me saying, look, Tom, we're standing in faith. We serve a God that's unlimited in power and ability. We want you to continue to hold on in faith because I'm believing. Sid even told me, I get up every morning expecting the Lord to heal you.
Tom's condition rapidly deteriorated. Doctors believed his death was just days away. With Christmas approaching, they administered chemo, hoping it would buy time for Tom to spend the holidays with his family.
Well, you often hear us say, whose report will you believe? In this scenario, I think it's such a beautiful picture of a husband and wife and a church who believed the report of the Lord and found healing in all of that. Amazing story.
It's a real visual illustration.
Goodness.
You don't consider the deadness of your own body, which is what Abraham did and why he's so congratulated in the Bible, that he believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness, that he was fully persuaded that he who had promised was able. And, just start thinking about how impossible it is for somebody 99 years old to get pregnant. But Abraham believed it. Why? Because God had promised it. They had tried on their own. And here comes the promise. And they said, okay, I'm going to believe the promise. I'm not going to believe the symptom. I'm not going to believe the doctor's report. Now, I know how hard it is. I'm not talking to you from no experience. I'm talking from the experience of dying on a hospital bed from cerebral malaria. I know what it is to hold on to a promise and to believe it when everything is screaming at you, you're not healed. But he who has promised is able. Hello, I'm Gordon Robertson. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more encouraging videos like this one. Welcome to the 700 Club Interactive family, and God bless you.